Hey guys, it's Wok Wednesday or Wok Less Wednesday. We are doing the first dish that I ever cooked for my wife, and that is a sesame crusted salmon. Shouldn't even eat beef. A sesame crusted salmon. Sesame crusted salmon, pan fried. And this is really easy cooking. You know, I met my wife when we were at university, and I thought I was a good chef then, but I really didn't know what I was doing. So it's a very, very simple recipe. We've got some spring onion, ginger, and garlic. Essentially like a teriyaki-based sauce. It's all going into one frying pan, just at slightly different times. Your ginger, it's quite nice to have thin matchsticks. That can go in together with the spring onion. And then a little bit of garlic as well. The garlic can be quite rough and ready. Doesn't really need much chopping at all. This is all going to happen when it goes in at quite high heat. So the sauce is really simple. I'm going for a tablespoon of sugar. You can use honey, sugar, anything sweet will work. And then 2 of each of light soy, dark soy, and mirin. And mirin's quite sweet in itself, so that will work well and caramelize with that sugar. And that's all going to hit the pan and caramelize straight away. A little dash of sesame oil. That's all the flavour sorted. The salmon, you can have it skin on or skin off. I've got a piece of skin off salmon here, but we're going to essentially pane it, the French word for sort of breadcrumbing, but instead of breadcrumbs, we're going to use sesame seeds. So, got my sesame seeds here. I've got a bit of milk here. You can use milk, egg, water even. My corn flour. So I want it to be nice and crispy, not too heavy a flour. And then I just want one side to be crusted, so I'm going to carefully lay that fillet over the corn flour, and then just dust that by just tapping the sides so it's not too heavy in corn flour. And then lay that into your milk, and then straight on top of your sesame seeds. And that should stick your sesame seeds nicely onto one side of the salmon. I'd recommend just leaving it there, not touching it too much at this point. And then you can pretty much go straight onto the cooking. In your frying pan, you want to start off at a reasonably high heat, so medium to high heat. Make sure it's well oiled. Now, when you take your salmon, you just want to carefully lay it into your oil. And then once it's in, take your spatula and just hold it down so it keeps nice and flat. I want that crust to be nice and crispy. So it's on a medium to high heat, not too high. I'm just going to bring that down to medium heat now because I don't want my sesame seeds to burn. So medium to low heat is good for that. And what we're looking for is for the colour of the salmon to change and sort of come up to just over halfway before I then finish the dish off. When the liquid goes in, I'll sort of pour the liquid in and turn the salmon almost at the same time. And that liquid will cook the salmon through really quickly. That's steam from the liquid. So I haven't moved that salmon around at all. I've just pressed it down, make sure it gets nice and crispy. And you can see that almost line in the middle there. It's just coming over that line now. I've just hit the heat up to medium to higher heat now. And I'm going to just get my spatula underneath that. Just sit that there for a second. There's a fair bit of oil in this pan. Just going to get rid of some of that oil. I don't want it to be too greasy. So from here, it's going to go quite quick. High heat. Once your pan is smoking hot, ginger, garlic, spring onion, and go straight into there. Just toss that through. Just get a nice bit of colour on that ginger and garlic, and that spring onion starting to wilt. You can see the smoke building up in the pan. Then you're going to pour your sauce in. Once it's vigorously boiling, your salmon's going to go in on the other side. Let that bubble away for about 30 seconds. And then you want to serve this up relatively quickly because I don't want to lose that falling apart like texture of the salmon. I don't want it to overcook. And that sauce is caramelized nicely. Straight out. It's almost medium sort of cooking texture. And then this glaze straight over the top of that. So I know that that sesame crust is going to be really crunchy. Simple as that. You can see that sort of medium texture on that salmon. Oh, definite sense of nostalgia there. Some real love put into that dish. Delicious. Crunchy on the outside, that sesame toasted flavour, and nice and succulent inside with that sweet sticky sauce. Guys, you want to learn more dishes like this, really simple cooking, all about Asian cuisine, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like.